Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the podcast. I'm very excited because today we have a new sponsor. It is Everalbum. I don't know about you, Jess, but do you ever run out of space on your phone?
All day.
So many people hitting you up, so many pictures you're saving.
So much
Well,
storage.
check out Everalbum, a free mobile app that automatically protects your photos on your phone. It easily syncs your phone's camera roll, Facebook, Instagram, and Dropbox accounts, so your photos are always protected. And exclusively for the Shane and Friend listeners, Everalbum is offering unlimited photo storage for free. So go to everalbum.com/Shane and download it on iOS today. That is everalbum.com/Shane. EVERALBUM. That's actually a pretty good deal. So unlimited storage, guys, go get that.
I'm about to hit that up right now.
Oh, we're here, and we are gonna start a show because it is the time that Shane and Jess get crazy, and we don't have a filter. Yeah.
Hashtag.
Ooh, you fixed it. See, it was going down the hole.
It was going there, and then you just got to wrap it up with a quick hashtag reference. Hey, everyone. Hey, Shane.
How has your dating life been since?
Well, non-existent, because I'm actually terrified now to go out in public after you put me through that.
Yeah.
But
wait, did he respond, like, email you? Or?
You know what? No.
Oh my God. Okay, I got you.
But no, he didn't. But you know who did?
Who?
Another one that was
What?
Yeah, remember like the first time I was talking about dating?
Yes.
And we was like going good, but then like whatever,
yeah.
and then it like fizzled.
Yeah.
Well, he's been coming out the woodwork lately because he decided to go with another woman, and then once that didn't work out, now he's hitting me back up again. However, I just didn't get back to him, and he sent me a text, and it's hilarious.
Oh, yes, read it, please.
I feel bad. Now I'm like, who wants to date me because you're going to be exploited on
Oh, my
this
God,
podcast.
you're Kathy Griffin.
Straight up. Oh, please no. I mean, I love her, but like, come on now. I don't even know if I have it anymore. But he sent me a text message that was like, hey, how are you? You know, I was on like a road trip or something, and I came across your podcast.
Oh, shit.
And like the title of the podcast last episode was like Bad Dating Stories. So I think he was tripping that it was like going to be him or something like that. And so he's like, I totally forgot, like, because we had plans. And then he just like never got back to me. And then he tried to throw this whole story of how his friend's kid had leukemia and he had to go out of town and all that. You could have just said family emergency, boo, but I'm not trying to have all that. So, and then he sent like a picture like, oh, you want to, like, please, you forgive me? And I'm like, no. I realized like, I had a oh fuck moment where I realized I completely left you hanging and feel so horrible about it. Forgive me?
And you didn't write back?
No.
Ooh, over
Too
it?
many bottom feeders in my vibration.
True.
Over it.
Do you think he
You can't send a text that's just like, hey, sorry, I'm out of town.
Do you think when
Took
he
you 2
saw
weeks to realize?
that like you were like some big famous podcaster, he was like trying to get back?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
Like
That's a
maybe
good
he stumbled
question.
across it on
I
the
don't think I'm
top
a
charts
big
of
famous-
iTunes.
He probably did.
And was like,
and
"Ooh,
when he was
shit."
like, ooh, bad dating stories, crap, I got to make amends here. Well, you on it now. You on the segment now.
That's what we do here. We ruin your love life.
Well, unless my love life was never actually like complete, I think, to be able to ruin in the first place. I think my whole love life is like the ancient ruins.
Yeah. Speaking of dating and Tinder, well, you're on a different one.
But that was hilarious last week, by the way.
No, that was...
I re-listened to it, and I feel bad for myself that I went through that.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things of all time. I also love that, like, you know, it's usually me that's getting into a lot of shit with like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said this. Now it's you, and that's great. Like, all the comments are like, oh my God, I can't believe Jess was like making fun of autism, which I don't remember. I don't remember. And then I can't believe Jess made fun of obesity, and I'm like, oh wow.
Sure did.
I'm like, I love that this is you and not me.
Listen, I come from a line of controversy.
True.
And I'm going to offend people. So I'm sorry about that. But I think I'm equally offensive across the board.
I like the equally offensive.
And I got a mouth.
That
I
will
don't
be
have a filter.
Our next podcast.
And he could not make eye contact nor pick up on social skills. That's on the spectrum to me. I don't do puzzles.
Yes, true. Now let's talk about, and speaking of dating, I was at Denny's at 3 a.m. the other night. Just like,
What'd you get?
doing work. I got lettuce. I didn't get anything. I just...
Moons over my hammy?
No, I literally got
Mozzarella
lettuce.
sticks, chicken fingers?
No.
Damn.
I know. I just needed to be out of
Somewhere
my house.
different.
So I was at Denny's. I was writing on my computer, and then I saw a Tinder date happening right next to me, and I kind of started tweeting it. Yeah, like 3 a.m., which is really weird. I guess they had been there for a while. But, like, it was weird to watch. Like, number one, when the guy left to go to the bathroom, she like went back to her Tinder. Like, he's still swiping. There. And she's on her Tinder, like looking for somebody else. That was so heartbreaking.
At 3 a.m., girl.
Yeah, that's intense. And then when he came back,
thirsty.
There was a moment where he was like kind of all over her, and then she was being so annoying, and then so annoying to the waitress, just like really like, is there like I really love milkshakes, but like I love malts, you know what I mean? And she goes into this whole story about malts, and I could see in his face the moment where he's like, she's too annoying to fuck.
Yeah,
like, I saw that look.
That's
and I was like,
look.
have you ever seen that look?
Not necessarily. I don't know. Maybe.
You've given that look.
Oh, all day, every day. To everybody.
The first look.
Oh, that's like as soon as I even just like open up a conversation, I was like, ugh.
Too annoying.
There goes that.
Which, by the way, your memoir, if you ever write a book, should be called Too Annoying to Fuck.
Oh, too annoyed to fuck. Hey, hey.
Yes, a book is a song.
Too annoyed to fuck. It's true. Or that's just an excuse because I just don't have any sense.
True. Speaking of books, I finished my book.
What do you mean?
I finished it. I fucking wrapped it up. Here's the thing. Like I just said, Denny's. Wow. I was trying to find a place to get out. I ended up renting a house for a weekend to like go and write my book in, which sounded
fancy.
Really,
Lap of luxury.
Well, it actually wasn't that expensive, which is what weirded me out. And I was like doing the Airbnb. I was going to do a hotel, but then I'm like, oh, what about a house? I've never lived in one of those for a while. So then I found a house that wasn't too expensive. And I was like, oh, it has a pool. This is kind of cool.
Oh, that's
and then,
cool.
But then the realization kicked in that I'm living in a stranger's house. When I got there, the guy was like walking me around the house, showing me, like, he's like, that's my cheesecake, but you can have some if you want. And I'm like, this is really weird.
No.
And then he's like, I'm just going to be down the street in my other house. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, my dog is somewhere around here. Once I find, and then he goes, oh, and the towels aren't done yet, but my wife is going to drop them off. And I'm like, I don't need somebody dropping shit off. And then like 2 hours later, I'm like writing.
You're not like home from college.
That's what it felt like. And I never went to college because of this reason.
Right. If you're going to do that, at least make it like a hotel where I don't see you. You leave a note of instructions, maybe with like a gate code and just like where to put the trash and like, sign your life away. But
and he literally like, it was 2 hours later, I'm writing like in my underwear, and then he's in the kitchen, and I'm like, huh? What? And then he goes, forgot my phone charger. I was like, I don't.
What? As someone that owns 2 houses, go buy one for $10 down the street.
Yeah, phone charger. Yeah, jeez.
Forgot my phone charger.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That sounds creepy.
It was a lot. The house was really nice. It was cool, but like after a day, I was like,
can you call me next time so I can come and play with you by the pool?
I know. Well, that's the thing that was the sad part too. Is I told all my friends, I was like, I can't hang out this weekend. I have to finish my book. But then the realization kicked in once again. I'm in this nice, cool house with a pool, like a party house, alone.
Yeah.
Writing a sad book alone. Like I didn't know how to work the TV. It was so kind of depressing, but it was the perfect tone that I needed to finish my sad book.
Is it a sad book?
No, it's funny. I'm really excited. It's really funny.
Well, your first one was fantastic.
Thank you.
Have you gotten a title yet? Are you allowed to say it?
I am in between 2 titles. My one choice is It Gets Worse. Which I find offensive and good. My other title came from a comment I read on Reddit, where in the Shane Dawson page, the subject was human trash, and then under it was, that was what Shane Dawson is, and I was like, I kind of love human trash.
Human trash.
And I came up with a concept for the cover. It's like a very stoic picture of me looking off into the distance, but then I'm like covered in trash, and there's like a banana peel on my head, and I'm like very presidential in my pose, and it just says human trash.
I'm gonna say X-nay on the human trash, only because you are not trash, sir. You are fabulous.
No, but I'm taking it back. Just like gay people took back faggot, and just like you can take
like
those
trash
words
tag?
back. Like now, human trash is like a good thing.
Because aren't we all just one big dumping ground for everybody else's shit?
100%. I am trash.
But I see you more in like a comedic human trash, like more like Oscar the Grouch in the can. Kind of a thing on the street corner, maybe. Because I don't want you with the banana peel on your face.
No, but my hair and makeup will be on point.
Well, yeah. All right. Are you going to be like derelict with just like
I think I'm going to be wearing a trash bag.
My parents used to put me in a trash bag when it would rain.
Interesting.
Play outside instead of a poncho. Just here's a plastic bag, kids. Go have fun.
That's a choking hazard.
Yeah, you know.
Choking hazard. That's also a good title for a book.
Well, what is the content, I guess? Is there like a thematic theme? Is there something?
The theme of the book, I mean, it's, chapters, funny, bits from my life or whatever. But the intro chapter, I wrote 2 different intros, one for It Gets Worse and one for human trash, depending on what I go with. But the human trash is basically like, listen, through life, you get called a lot of shit. People make fun of you. People try to keep you down. They throw a lot of trash your way. They do this, they do that. But like at some point, you just get over it, don't care, and own it and accept it.
Amen.
Like, yeah, I'm trash, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It gets worse. It's the same thing. It's like, yeah, it does get worse. But you know, it gets better. Your tolerance for bullshit. So as you grow up, you don't give a fuck anymore.
Nope.
Your problems get way worse. You
Isn't
just
that
don't
great?
care.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
When you finally come to that realization, you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
This really doesn't matter that much.
God,
Why have I killed myself my entire life and have eating disorders because of it and anxiety attacks and depression and all this stuff based on the crap and the trash that other people say?
100%.
Embrace it.
I wish I would have known that when I was a bedwetter, when I was a kid. Because, like, I was so scared. But nowadays, if I peed the bed, I would tweet about it. Like, right now, I'd be like, oh, my God, I peed the bed. Isn't that funny? Back when I was 12, I didn't want anybody to know.
No. Well, because we were 12. I mean, because I went through that, too, at that same age when you're too old to be wetting the bed. But it's because we had a lot of stress in our lives, and it fucking came out. But, yeah, when I would do it, I would be like, I would just, like, put my sheets and, like, I wouldn't tell anybody and definitely not my friends or anything like that because I was too old to be wetting the bed. But now, guess what? I wet the bed at 12. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I miss it. I wish I could wet the bed nowadays.
I sometimes just do because I can. I just sit there and let it out.
I got into a fight today.
With who?
Well, I got into a fight with a gardener. It was a long story. I mean, actually, it's not a long story. It was at the place that I was renting. And when I walked outside, he was sitting in this truck in the driveway. And I said, hi. And he goes, yeah, like I started to come in and I saw that you were in the living room because he saw me through the window. And he's like, you know, I thought nobody was home and I was going to fix something or, you know, garden something. And I was like, oh.
You garden outside of the house. Why are you coming in the living room?
That's what I thought. And then he goes, well, there's no car in the driveway. So that's like what did he say? That's the universal sign for we're not home. And he's like, so, and I was like, what? Why are you giving me attitude? I'm like, my car is in the street and I didn't put it in the driveway because I am afraid of inclines. And also, like, who the fuck you talking to? I'm not the man who owns this house. I just rented this house, which is probably weird because it's way too big for one person.
I just don't understand a gardener that goes inside. There's no need for it.
There's no need for it.
Was there gardens in the house? Was there like an indoor atrium?
You know what? Maybe it was kind of a big house. Who knows? There was probably like a petting zoo and everything. I missed it.
Universal sign.
Oh.
You. How about the doors locked?
Speaking of people who don't know to lock their doors. Fair Abraham time. God made a mistake.
Oops, bitch.
Yes, Fair Abraham has made 2 mistakes this week.
Only 2?
First mistake, she got her daughter ready for the first grade picture.
Oh, no. Is she in, like, Michael Kors or something? I used to teach at a very fancy private preschool in Beverly Hills, and these kids would show up with, like, Michael Kors watches and, like, Hermes backpacks. And I'm like, you know we're finger painting today, right?
Yeah. Well,
and they're like, whatever.
I'll show you this picture, and you give me your, you know,
oh, baby Sophia.
First grade. It's like 5 or something.
5, 6. Baby Sophia, that outfit is tight, but what happened to your face? Oh, she had no hope from the start. I'm sorry, baby Sophia. You were given a shitload of crap. You know what? Shane and I were too. So, baby Sophia, when you get old and you listen to this,
and you
just
pee
know
the bed.
It's gonna get better for you, baby. Just as soon as your crazy mom gets her shit together.
Yes, baby Sophia.
She was working it though.
Working it, wearing a lot of makeup for a child.
But for someone who got $600 from the Tooth Fairy, you'd think she'd have a better grill on her.
Oh.
Where's the flipper? I've seen some pageants.
The caption says #picture day, #school pictures. Sophia is so beautiful. First grade photos. #mom Monday. That's
oh my God. Can I see that
picture? #make life better in a word. What does that mean?
Fuck.
Fuck. Anal. Shit. So that was her first mistake. You know, a lot of people were like, you probably shouldn't put makeup on your 6-year-old. I don't know. I don't really care.
There's makeup on? I didn't even see that far.
Yeah.
Oh, first grade, honey.
Come
on.
Is that too young?
That's what?
I don't know much
makeup. First of all, children should not be wearing makeup unless they're in like a stage production of something or they're playing dress up. But do not send your child to school for pictures with makeup. A, it's stupid. B, the other kids are going to make fun of you.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then those other kids are stupid.
Yeah, but you're going to look better than the other kids.
Yeah, but no one looks good in their first grade pictures.
I don't know. She was working it. Farrah got her 3rd boob job. She tweeted, I'm thankful to have the best reconstructive breast surgeon in Beverly Hills fix the burning and pain issues that were horrible.
Did he do the first 2?
I don't know, but what is burning pain issues in your boobs? I don't quite understand that. Thanks for all the love while I heal. #3rd time's a charm.
Oh, Girl.
And she also put hashtag trending. Like she was trying to get her own thing trending.
Girl.
And what does that mean? Third boob job by 22? She says she's 22. I don't believe it, but
That bitch is 57. We all know it.
but third boob job? Like third boob job?
Burning. Maybe that wouldn't have happened if you didn't do it the first 2 times.
Oh, that's
and
so
who is the
intense.
surgeon? Now you got to go to another one. Wasn't she going to try to be a plastic surgeon?
Did she do it on herself? Can you imagine? Just like in the mirror?
I bet you she did.
Just jabbing herself
and
with her tits.
Novocaine, no anesthesia.
Well, she has no feelings.
Right. And
So
I
she
could just see her like in a scene,
Yeah.
like dark, in the mirror, just like cut.
At it.
Put some donuts in there. That's why it was burning.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like legit silicone packets
Just
with a serial number.
stabbing herself in the breast.
What do you think she would fill her boobs with? If she could?
Semen. Cum. But then it would get liquidy, and then her boobs would get floppy. So maybe not. Change. Coins. Coined.
Morals, maybe.
No.
Ethics.
I don't think so.
Sanity. Healthy dose of something. Who knows?
Well, guys, guess what? We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, speaking of sperm and coint, we have...
Like, what's a coint?
We have Lauren Schnipper, the former podcast queen. Now she's just one of the peasants, one of the servants.
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm a little nervous.
Really? I'm not nervous at all.
Why?
'Cause I don't know. She's Lauren. I mean, I feel like, I guess if I were you, I'd be nervous.
I'm just in like a weird position because it's like, well, you only met for like 2 seconds at VidCon. She was delightful, but then it was like, I'm kind of like, took the reins a little bit and fucking took the reins.
Yeah. Stole her job.
Shit. I mean, she handed the torch, but I just actually lit it up,
Yeah, the torch was
next level.
torch was dry.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, she's great and delightful, but the fans, it's really interesting. The people that listen to this podcast are very like Team Lauren, Team Jess, and I just like, I'm not here to start controversy in that area.
No.
So maybe, hopefully, we can like.
I'm Team Shane, honestly.
Of course you are.
I'm
Teen human trash bag.
I'm Team Human Trash Bag. All right, you guys, we're gonna take a short break. When we come back, Lauren. All right, you guys, we are taking a quick little break right now to talk about our sponsor, we are very excited is supporting us today. It is Ever Album. Now, Jess, we talked earlier about this, but your phone always needs storage.
I go to take a picture, and then it's like, oops, cannot take a picture because you don't have any storage.
100%.
And then I miss the moment, and then it's just lost forever.
And when your bad dating stories happen, your bad text messages, and you screen cap them to save them for the show, you don't have any storage left.
Can't do it. I have no content anymore.
Well, guess what? Ever Album is a free mobile app that automatically protects your photos on your phone, so you never have to worry about running out of space again. It backs up your photos from your camera roll, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Dropbox, and it makes sure everything is safe and you can access them whenever you want. You can also view and share hashtag throwbacks, engage with fun flip books, print your favorite photos, and make phone cases out of them. So if you want to make a phone case out of your bad Tinder date, screen cap it.
Come on now. I'm not trying to have that in my pocket all day.
Just go to everalbum.com/Shane and you guys get a special offer. They are going to give you unlimited photo storage for free. That's pretty crazy. I don't know about you, but I'm going to hit this up because I need some room.
I need storage.
I need safety for my photos. So guys, go to everalbum.com/Shane and download it on iOS today. Enjoy the rest of the show. And we're back with Her Majesty.
I'm sorry, who?
Wow.
She's
back. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
No, Lauren is in our presence. This is a big deal. Have you and Jessie met?
We have, without you.
Oh,
yes,
that's
without you. One time.
Yes, just one time, but I feel like we bonded.
Where was
We
that?
definitely bonded.
VidCon. You did not attend.
Oh,
No.
how many drunk 12-year-olds were surrounding you?
So many.
Lots. Jealous.
So many.
Jealous.
Just gliding around.
Oh God! Oh, Lorna, you want a glider? You have like a fancy job, and
I do.
We're not allowed to say where you work, but you work in like an internet facility.
It's true. To work at an internet facility.
Where like all the adults pretend to be children. So like, are you gliding around work?
I'm gliding all the time.
Oh, please tell me you're not gliding.
I am not me gliding.
I don't know. I don't know you that well. We just met that
Please.
one time. It was glorious, but I don't know you gliding.
Trust.
When people told me about gliding and I saw pictures, the first thing in my head I heard was Lauren go, "Don't get in that. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're too fat for a glider." Like I heard your voice in my head, and I was like,
and
okay.
then did you stay off a glider?
No, I stayed off.
Okay, you're welcome.
Still broke my leg, but you know.
It's true. Instead,
On roller skates.
I know. Instead, you just had to get on roller skates.
Yeah, well, you know.
Still very confused about that.
Okay, well, where do we even start?
Well, you know what I just did on the route here in the 90-hour drive that was here was watched our last podcast. Listened
Oh my God,
to
that
our
one's
last.
awful.
It's really good.
No, it's not. I was like mad at you the whole time.
Why?
I was like uncomfortable. We might have cut some stuff out.
No, it was great. I think it felt like it was something, but then actually listening to it,
No, it was something.
I enjoyed
Was
it.
it like your goodbye episode?
It was
Yes.
rough.
It was.
Yeah,
And
I
if it-
haven't listened to it yet just because I couldn't.
You
do
can't
it.
cope.
I
No.
understand.
I wasn't
I
ready.
understand. It was the first time I'd listened to it ever. So
You're like, I don't even remember being there.
The first time you've ever listened to one of our podcasts.
well, it's
ever.
it's weird too because like people will tweet me and like quotes of things that I've said, but like as you know, this is like having a conversation, and
Yeah.
I don't remember the details.
verbal vomit.
Right, and then like you listen to it back and you're like, right, I did say that thing about that thing, and
yeah.
you
That's
know,
how I felt when I listened back. I'm like, oh, I wasn't listening to Lauren at all when we were there.
right.
Yeah.
So like now I'm hearing everything she's saying, and I'm so glad she's gone. This is like great. No, I'm kidding.
So where do we begin?
Wait, I want to talk about that episode because the way I remember it,
Okay.
was you quit. And then
like that.
over
in the middle of the
First,
episode.
right out
that,
the gate.
mic
Right
drop.
out the gate.
And then like a month or two later, you were like, we should probably do a podcast, or like we should talk about
Okay,
it.
that's not what happened. At
Something
all.
like that.
That's like
when did it?
not remotely what happened.
Wait,
so.
but we came to the conclusion that we had to do a podcast saying you were leaving.
You wanted to do one saying that
You want me?
I didn't-
Children,
not-
don't make me turn this car around.
You
Not
know,
that
you were
I
like,
didn't
I
wa-
need my
Okay,
farewell
not
show.
that I didn't want to, but you suggested it, and I happily wanted to do it. No, I'm sure I'm sure I did want to do it.
Well, you can't just leave
I
everybody
didn't
high
want to
and
just leave.
dry.
That would have been so messed up.
Yeah.
Although that would have been fun because I could have made up
it-
excuses.
It was like 3 weeks later after I told you I was
Yeah, it
leaving.
was like a month later.
But what was good and what we talked about was I told him I was going to go, but we had to finish the movie, so he was forced to hang out
was
with me every
awful.
single
It was
day
awful.
for like weeks, which was good though. That's why we're okay.
That's right. In Pittsburgh?
No, we were back in LA doing post production on the
Got
movie
it.
here. So we did that final one. Well, but that wasn't the last one we did. You know the one that we did, the Janaskians.
Wait, that
We-
was after?
We did the Janaskins like the day after I
No, we
told you.
didn't.
Yes, we did.
Who's the Janaskins?
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
we did.
Long story short,
Yes, we did. And
There.
that was, by the way,
that's
before
why you quit.
No, that is why I quit. The reason, and I felt like it was this sort of omen.
Ooh, a sign.
Shane will get into the story, but basically, long story short, they were like kind of terrible, and I was so nervous coming to the podcast because we were obviously in a very weird place.
Right.
Oh my god.
But it sort of bonded Shane and I because it was like us against them.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
bad.
It was really, it was in this weird way. I was kind of grateful for it because we were like a united front because they were awful, and so
Yeah.
then we
I don't
wrote.
even know who these people
You know
are.
what it's like? It's like in those disaster movies where like the husband or wife are like, I'm leaving you, I cheated on you, and then the boat's sinking, and they're like, I love you though.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what happened. The Janaskians sank us,
That's it.
but they brought us together.
They did. I swear. I'm not even joking when I say that. It really did. It really helped things. So I'm
Well,
grateful.
what was so terrible?
My favorite part was when one of the Janaskians, I don't know, they're all kind of the same, but one of them.
Are they still a thing?
Are these
I
are
don't
not
think so.
Kardashians. We're not just saying the word
Oh,
names.
if we're the Kardashians
I'm
on
so
the show,
confused. Who the hell are these people?
I appreciate that.
are
That
you
could
talking
be who
about?
we were talking about.
Are
yes.
they still relevant? Is the
I don't-
question? Because this was obviously a year
They
ago,
were
right?
basically
Sure.
like an Australian version of O2L, except
Yes.
like make O2L look like they were PhD students from like Harvard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That dumb?
Girl, you said
You-
it, not me.
And I'm
Listen, two of them were nice, right?
How many of
one
them
of
are
them
there?
was really
One of them
nice.
was really nice. One of them came back afterward and
was,
was
like,
I'm
apologized.
sorry about my
He was-
my crew, girl.
He was
my
like,
squad.
He was like, so yeah. Anyway, we don't have to go into the details
No,
of that.
but there was a
But
fun-
that was the first one we did
Yeah.
after.
There was a fun moment, just to explain, there was a moment where one of the boys, well, he was like farting into the microphone the whole time, but then he literally looks at Lauren in the eyes and goes, I bet your pussy looks real old.
He did. First of all, he
What?
didn't say that.
By the way, I
but
agree.
he did say something about eating my pussy, and
he
I was
called
like,
it an old pussy.
no, he was
by
like,
the way.
I am not even, and it was, I looked at him, I'm like, bitch, you're in my house right now. You need to chill out. Like, I was so pissed. I was like, do not talk to me that way.
And you
I
had
was-
just gotten like married too, so you're on.
I
high
was like,
alert.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Because you know I would have been spread legs
Right.
and come and get it.
Right.
Like I would have been like, let's
They can
test
come
those
back
Wait,
on
he
the
was
show
also
and
like
fuck you.
16.
Oh no, then I would not have gotten it, girl. I learned from my daddy. I'm not trying to go to jail. okay, never mind.
Wow.
Woo! I didn't
Lauren
know we,
got
I didn't
that
know we go
one.
there. Okay.
Zero filter, Laura. Zero filter.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm old enough to remember it all.
Mhm.
Oh man.
That's it.
Okay.
Lauren, you got
We've
any-
never talked about it, but
you got
we
any-
don't have to. This is
you
about
got-
me. This is about
You
me.
got any good backstory, Lauren? Anybody get shot in your family? You got anything good?
I don't think so.
Well,
Not
that's
that I'm
all right.
aware of.
Okay,
all right.
so you left. So let's talk
It's
about
coming. It's coming.
it's gonna happen. Let's talk about your life after Dawson.
Ooh.
Now,
God,
okay.
it's like a.
There's so many questions.
It's like a bath, like a warm bubble bath.
It's like a warm. So now you
The
left.
Telenueva series.
What was your first day? I don't remember, but like, what was the first day away from me completely, where you were like done?
And you guys spent a lot of time together on the daily,
All
right?
of our time
Because not only were you
together.
doing this, but the movie, like you
Yes,
the producer,
listen,
like you
listen.
guys.
I was his momager, basically.
Got it.
No offense to Teresa. I was, you know.
No, somebody had to step in and do it.
I was I was mommy, daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I joke to people now, and I'll be like, we were life partners, and like, oh, I'm like, no, I don't mean like we like you know, and yeah, we spent all of our time together, and it was we did we had some good times, we had some bad times.
I'm assuming more bad times because this guy's negative as fuck.
You have no idea. I mean, you
I'm
probably
negative.
do.
I'm negative.
Me?
Are you kidding
Are
me?
you kidding? We're not
That's
fighting.
why it worked, because you're almost as negative as and hateful as me.
Oh my god. Anyway, not going there. You asked me a
100%.
question. I'm trying to answer
Okay.
it. What was the question again? What was our first day?
Yeah, what was your first
I
day
will
off?
say that I left you. We were done. I tried to give myself a week off, which ultimately did not work out. We finished doing the movie with like on a Thursday, and I started my new job on a Monday. And I will tell you that, and it was so intense, and I was so like, where was my head, and so confused. And you came out on the cover of Variety that week, and I was
That's right.
and I was like super proud. I was like, I fucking did that. I fucking that was all me, and I was very proud of that. That was like my first week of the
But
new
you
job.
weren't there to celebrate it.
Oof.
Oh, I was celebrating.
Because she
I
actually
remember
dranks.
that. I remember that.
yeah.
You sent me a text and you
Yeah.
were like,
Uh-huh.
oh no, wait, was that Lisa? One of the women in my life that left
Sure.
was like, I'm not there to celebrate. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, it was a big deal. I was very very proud. That was like the first
Yeah.
week.
Was that
yeah.
when you had like rocket boots on?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, they were like jumping in the air. Yeah, he and Jenna Marbles.
We
Yeah.
were in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah.
are you not allowed to talk about where you work? You talk about it on Instagram and shit.
I can talk about
We
where I
just
work.
can't talk about it.
Yeah, I just don't. You know,
Okay.
nobody wants to talk about that, but we can
Let's
talk about where I work.
it.
I want to
Let's
talk about it. I'm
about
curious. I'm very curious on what it's like to work a job. The last job
It's
I
really
worked
weird.
was Jenny Craig, and it was
Benefits.
It's
years
really
ago.
it's awesome. Okay, so what would you like to talk
So
about?
like, okay, so for example, working with me, go through like with Jess, you know, she doesn't really know, and the audience might not know, because the daily vlogs were very scripted.
Sure.
What was it?
Weeks of preparation for each one.
What was a typical day working for Shane?
Typical day working for Shane was that Lauren would wake up at like a normal person around like 7, 8 a.m., you know, to start her day. She would wake up to several emails from Shane, probably around 2 and 3 in the morning.
Sounding familiar.
Telling me like, oh my God, I just got really inspired and I like saw this thing and I just wrote this sketch, and he will have sent me like a 10-page sketch that he wants to shoot in about a day.
Right.
And so then I spend my morning being pissed off because like there's no reason that we have to do this overnight, but okay, fine. Shane, this is the way he is. And so we have nothing planned for the week.
That's hard. That's hard to find that balance. Like when someone's a morning person, someone's a night, and
Oh
you're
my God.
together, and you're like, yo.
Well, that was
dude,
the good
too
thing
much.
about the best thing. There's lots of things, but the best thing about him dating Lisa was that I got weekends because
There you go.
you know what I mean. Like she actually like lives like a human being, and so on normal hours, and so that was nice. So then it usually like and then I start calling him around noon, and then he like wouldn't wake up and he'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
And then probably around 3 o'clock, I would never schedule a meeting. Towards the end, it was
No.
better. Like again, because of Lisa, like Frank, in all seriousness, like I could get him to like a 10 or 11 o'clock meeting, but like if I like wanted to like not have like this, you know, negative Nancy
Right.
being pissed off, I didn't schedule anything before like 2 o'clock meetings.
All right, I'm taking notes.
So
Yeah.
so we would do that, and then so depending on the sketch, we would like have gone on LA Casting and start like casting the people, and then like people would get pissed off because I'd be calling like mothers, like asking them if it's okay if their children like snort cocaine or pixie sticks like it's cocaine,
That shit hurts. Don't do it.
Yeah.
and then like we would end up like shooting it within a day, and then he would go into a hole and edit, and I'd be working on, and then you know in the last year or so we had a lot of other projects going on, which was awesome, and I was, you know, we were working on movies, we had, you know, obviously the podcast, booking this. TV show. We were like setting meetings with that. So I was dealing with all of the like industry people that he didn't want to deal with, and talking to the lawyer and talking to agents.
So like,
and all that
but
stuff.
what was a general, like, okay, for example, when we weren't doing the movie, when we were just doing videos and maybe podcasts.
Yep.
Because here's what I'm coming up against in my life at the moment.
Sure.
When you have a job where there's literally 100 different things you're doing, there's not a schedule. And it can make you depressed and crazy.
And I got to be honest.
And I'm just getting there, and I'm like, oh, this must be what Lauren felt.
I can help you out with that. I had a few sessions with Dr. Deb about this.
Yeah. No, this is, I will say the biggest difference in my life now, it was this weird thing where like, working with you was like very flexible in a lot of ways, but like I also, there was never any time off. I was like, I was on 24/7 because like whenever you got inspired by something was when you wrote it. And then you're the type of person that when you write it, you've got to shoot it right away. So it's not like we could sit on something for a week and like decide and plan it. I mean, you got a little bit better with that, but like
it was worse back then too, because I was putting out a new main channel video like every week.
Every week. So it was just like when it was like, you know, squeezing like, what do they say? Squeezing lemon out of a brick.
Something like that.
Water out of a something.
Lemon out of a brick,
that
girl.
was not brick
What
out of
kind
a.
of
There's a
bricks
brick
been
and there's
around?
water squeezing. I don't know. But so you just be like, no, I got to do this right now. And so I could be like a Saturday, a Sunday, and then all of a sudden, and then I'm like panic attacking because I'm like, fuck, I got to do that. You know.
And even if you wanted to set boundaries, like well, I'm not looking at it until Monday.
Right.
You're spending all of Sunday. Oh my god, I should.
You
do this,
understand
I should do tomorrow, I had to
exactly.
do that.
Yeah. The worst was when I got married and he did that to me the weekend after my wedding. That was
Wait, what?
You can't do that. Shane.
What did I do?
You did that to me the weekend after my wedding.
Did what?
I got married on a Saturday. I went away for 3 days. On Thursday after my wedding, you sent me a thing saying we're shooting on Monday, and then you made me
But what was it?
It was a sketch.
And why is that bad? We had videos every week.
This is why you single.
You had 3.
Because it was my wedding, and that means that I had to work the week after my wedding.
But you already had your honeymoon.
What? Okay.
Wait.
We can explain.
You gotta leave.
Wait, you got married.
I got married on a Sunday.
Okay.
I went away on a Monday,
Yes.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Usually you take a week off for your wedding and you don't work at all.
Yeah.
And you sent me an email on
So wait, you're home on Thursday. I waited for you to get home.
Can you believe this?
I cannot believe
Can you
this,
believe
Shane.
Who paid for your honeymoon?
Thank you.
Who paid for your
Thank
honeymoon?
you.
She did through her hard work
Thank
and tenacity.
you. Thank you. God, I love having you
damn
here.
it.
God, this is amazing. That was the worst. I was
Couldn't give
so
7
mad.
days.
And what was the video?
And then I came back. And then, by the way, when I came back,
Probably
he
something
had made all-
dumb, the chubby face
He got
challenge.
so
No,
he
that's
was
what I do
so
now.
oh my god, he like decided to sell his house, and he made all these like really insane decisions in
While
like
you
the
were
5
gone?
days I was gone, and like did it to sort of piss. I was so pissed.
Well, first of all, I did not do them to piss you off. That's incredibly, what's the word?
It's like,
The
mommy's
world
getting
revolves around you?
married, and I don't like it.
Oh,
No, I was very happy you were getting married. I knew that would give me some time. No, I don't really remember, but it was hard making it. I mean, it's hard now, but
it was really hard.
doing big videos every week.
So hard.
Like, it wasn't no Chubby Bunny challenge. We were doing
No.
15-minute short
No,
films.
we were doing like short films every week, and it was really, it was great. It
lot.
was just, it was intense.
Luckily, YouTube isn't like that anymore, where you guys are like, you don't need that every week. I can just eat a marshmallow and you guys are cool.
Right.
And I'm happy about
so,
that.
but to answer your question about scheduling, like that's the biggest difference in my life right now is that I have a real schedule. Like I work essentially like a 9 to 5.
That would be nice.
The good part about that is that like, you know, when I go home, for the most part, I can turn it off. And on the weekends, I turn it off, you know, unless I have like a big
Does
project.
it make your life... Okay, here's what I'm coming up against.
Okay.
But maybe also our brains are different. Because for me...
We all knew
that's
that.
obvious. For me, like, okay, sometimes the thought of a 9 to 5 sounds great to me because I'm like, oh, I can go home, I can turn it off, I can, you know, eat pasta. Wait, that's your life. But that does sound great. But like then I have this thing where I'm like, but then would I feel like have a purpose or like I'm doing something?
No, I mean, you have to, there's many different types of jobs that have that schedule. So you have to make sure that the job that you're doing in those hours feels like something you're passionate about and you're excited about.
Are you crunching numbers or are you doing something
the weird
you
thing
like?
about it is like, I feel like in so many ways I was more busy before, but I have less free time now. So it feels like I feel like there's friends I haven't seen in like a year because of this, just because it's a lot of brain power. I'm learning so much. It's so all encompassing and I'm exhausted at the end of the day. But again, turn it off on the weekends. Like it's a joy. Like just to be like, I can just like spend my weekend marathoning The Good Wife.
Oof.
Oh, by the way, season 4.
Live for
loving
it.
So we
it.
talked about what you don't miss. Let's talk about what you do miss.
What I do miss, I'll tell you what I do miss. You and I were texting the other day, and within 20 minutes of texting, we were like joking around about like an idea for a TV show and like how, and you know, I've said this to your face, I believe, but I said it at the beginning. I mean, I think you are sort of a creative genius, and I think that it's true.
Never heard that before, but thank you.
Yes.
He's like, and
I think he's I think he's nuts, and I think he's inappropriate and all these things.
Trash
but I
bag,
think
some would call
that
me.
you do have this ability to like take a kernel of an idea and explode it for better or worse. The worst part is that like you're done with the idea and then it's like not evolve it anymore. And I like to like massage things a little bit more. But the good part is it's really exciting. It's really exciting, and it's like it got my juices flowing, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
And
And
those juices have been
they've just been dormant for a year. So
Dry.
I would say that's the most. And then I miss you. But I mean,
Do you?
I do. We have fun when we hang out now. I think we do. We don't hang out that
when's the
much.
last time you guys saw each other?
We saw each other like a week ago.
Which, by the way,
go.
Lauren is the one. Just so you guys know, Lauren is the one. First of all, yeah, I don't know. Shane, you're the one that wanted to have a goodbye podcast. Oh, no. Look, you were the one who said, how come I'm not on your podcast?
Oh, I totally did.
And I said, because you said you weren't allowed
No,
to.
I said you haven't invited me to be a guest.
Because I
And
didn't
people are
know.
begging for it.
I mean, I just want to give.
All up on that Twitter, they're like, get Lauren up in there.
Well,
we
he
love
never
that
said-
Jew queen.
well,
Get her in here.
He never said anything to me, and then we saw each other. And I'm like, you haven't invited me. To
I
be a
thought
guest.
you weren't allowed.
Well,
I
And
thought
I
you
said,
were-
guess what? The 50th episode's coming up, which
Yep.
is a very important
Which, by the
episode
way, I
because
think-
y'all started it, and now I'm here on the back end, so
I
we
think
should
the
get
last
it all
one-
together.
I think the last one was
I
50.
think the
No!
last one was 50,
It said 50. Somebody misnumbered.
Well, somebody's fucking up.
Who's fucking
I'm telling you, I've
Somebody's
been
fired.
counting.
Well, I think it's only
Well,
fair.
51.
So anyway,
Her age, it's perfect.
Ooh, zing.
Thank you.
Zing.
I look great though. I've gotten some work
You
done.
do look real good.
Thank
Now
you.
listen, I think it's only fair. I usually don't. Ooh, who's this? Somebody verified just asked you a question. I usually.
Oh God.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
God.
I usually don't do Twitter questions from the audience because I don't know. I just usually forget. My phone's not around.
Sure.
But today we're gonna do it because these are the people who wanted you back. These are your
These are my fans.
peasants.
Little schnippers,
These
if
are
you
your
will.
little.
I got
your
death
little
threats from one of them.
peasants.
You did
Straight
not.
up. When I think we posted the pictures that we took from VidCon, and they were like, "Who's this slut Jessie taking over Jew Queen?"
Oh my God. They're all like,
Mm-hmm.
we miss Lauren, but Jesse's kind of great.
Yeah,
She's kind of better.
you're like, but respect to Lauren too. But yeah, no, straight death
Ooh,
threats.
this is good. Colby wants to know, Lauren, what are your thoughts on Farrah being on the podcast after you left?
Oh, you know what? I will tell you, just listening to that podcast on the way over
Oh
here.
my God, it's so uncomfortable.
I can't. I'm so happy I missed that. I'm so happy.
I don't think you would have tolerated it.
No,
I know,
Her
I
manager was
can't.
sitting right there behind me.
Oh, gross. And I'm like so happy I don't have to talk about her anymore. I'm so happy I didn't have to meet her.
You miss
Thrilled.
her. You miss
Thrilled I didn't have
I
to
don't
be
really
Wait, you
think we
met
actually
her?
met her though.
Oh, right, I
We
did
met
not.
the spirit maybe that was behind the eyes, but I don't
Yeah.
really think anyone's really ever met her.
I did meet her. You're correct.
Wait, let's bring back to you meeting her. I've told the story so many
I
times,
know.
but it's always so good.
Yeah.
So I remember very specifically a moment where you said, "Can I get a picture of you and Shane?" And she said, "What?"
Fuck off.
No, like that.
Like that,
something like
with
that.
like a smile, but it was like a devil smile.
She's. I can't.
Where were you guys?
At my
At his house. Well, the studio space at his house that we were shooting. And
Oh, a video or something.
yeah, it was like when we did the Shanae talk
Fuck
show.
off.
I can't. I don't.
Did you
It
get a
was-
picture?
I don't know if
I don't
we did.
remember.
I don't think we did.
I don't remember.
I love how fucking just crazy bitchy she is. Does not give any fucks.
I think it's mental illness, which
Totes.
is what's like okay about it.
Yeah.
That's why I respect it.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh my god.
Oh, I like this. This is from Pooja.
Okay.
Is she still married to that guy?
oh,
Which guy are you referring to?
hey you.
Yeah, did that last?
It's so far 2 years strong.
She got weekends now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
How's
Thank
he
you.
doing? What does he
He's
do?
good. He's really good. He's at the startup and he's changing the world and he's still skinny and you know, he's great.
Is that hard?
Marriage?
No.
Being skinny?
Being skinny?
Having a like skinny significant other.
Oof.
Because
No,
I feel
I-
like I would need like a big boy, so I felt skinny.
No, I made him get in shape.
That's right.
Although now, I swear to God, he's gotten like because he's working so much.
He's like
gotten
CrossFit.
and I was like, you need to stop because you're getting close to me. And I'm not playing with.
No.
I mean, he's taller, he's big. But
Okay, good.
anyway,
Just
sorry.
wanna make sure.
Go on. What else do my fans want to know?
Oh, this is a nice one. This is from Sandy. It says, "I was going to kill myself tonight, but now I have a reason to live. Thanks, Lauren." Don't you miss tweets like that?
You're welcome, Sandy. Maybe call a helpline, please.
Okay. They're all kind of the same here. I'm trying to find a really interesting
Everyone's going to
one.
kill themselves, but now they're not.
That's what
Every comment. Thunderfuck wants to know.
Ooh.
Okay. Is that thunderfuck or is it like thunderfuck? You know what I mean?
With a PH, maybe.
Wants to know how your vagina is doing. Is it still dry? And do you have children?
Oof.
I don't have children.
That was a big thing, was that everybody thought you were pregnant or they had
You-
children.
because
Even people
you-
in my own life.
Well, because you decided to tell everybody.
I didn't tell anybody that.
In the last podcast, you said it.
I said you were pregnant?
You were like, that would make sense to me if you were pregnant.
It would.
Well,
Because like that makes sense. Because I'm like, oh, you're leaving all of this.
all of this glory,
This.
not pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to have children?
I think so. Yeah.
Bold choice.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long journey to come to that point. It was not easy.
Because I'm not anywhere near that. No,
You know what? Take your time.
No thanks.
Take your time.
I'm not pushing that out.
I'm 112, so I've ovaries.
Have you
dry.
ever said how old you actually? Ooh, this could be an exclusive. Because I don't think you've ever. We joke about you being 80.
Sure.
Should we say? I don't even know how old you are. Should we
Good.
say how old you are?
Nope.
Should me and Jess guess?
Nope.
Should that be the game?
You're welcome to guess. I'm not going to answer.
21.
Exactly. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm gonna go with. Okay, it's hard because I remember you telling me when we first met, and I was like, no.
Well, what year did you graduate high school?
Oh.
I
let me,
tried. I tried. Kim pulling over on you.
Let me
Kim.
think about that. Moving on.
Okay, now
Who's the
let's talk
president
about
you could vote
really
first
quick.
for?
Now, I told you this. I don't know if you knew if you thought I was joking or not, but earlier in the show, I was talking about finishing up my book, and I got a letter or an email back from the publisher saying, I really love the chapter all about Lauren.
Stop it.
There's a chapter all about you. Now, what are you most
Well, we'll see if it
nervous
ends up in the
about?
book. I have to
This is
clear
the
it.
second book?
I have to clear it.
This is the second book, yes. Now, what are you most
the way,
nervous about me exposing?
He texted me asking me if what I want my name to be, because I was like, should I want to change my name for this chapter? So what's the question, Shane?
What are you most nervous about me exposing in this chapter?
I'm not. You just lie. So I'm wondering, like,
That is so not true.
again, lie. So I'm just wondering, I don't think you're gonna I don't think there's nothing that I'd be nervous to expose. Like, just your point of view alters with time. So maybe if that's what you want to call
That's
a
what
lie.
people say about crazy old people.
Right. So exactly. So I'm just curious as to how I'm going to read this and be like, that did not happen that way at all. And so I'll just have to write my book in order to defend myself. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, let
think
me
that's
read
great.
you. This is an exclusive for the audience and
Oh my
also an
God.
exclusive for Lauren. This is a small snippet, a paragraph, if you will,
Oh my God, I'm
from the
nervous.
chapter Too Many Melons. You'll understand the title when you read it. For the next 3 years, working with Lauren on a daily basis was a blast to the face with a cannon. And I mean that in the best way possible. She always kept me on my toes and always called me out on my bullshit. Just like earlier. Not only was she there to help me create amazing content for my YouTube channel, she was also the only person in my life to tell me if I needed a juice cleanse to drop those 5 white trash nacho pounds I was holding. I trusted her with my entire being. And I imagined us working together forever. We would talk about making movies for the rest of our lives and running Hollywood like a true power couple. She would be the man, of course.
This is funny.
And then it goes into, reasons why I was thinking about maybe why you quit. One of which involved you having to pick up a little person on Hollywood Boulevard to be in one of my videos who also was homeless. And
Yep.
pretty
So-
sure
He made you do that?
You have no idea what he made
That's
me do.
unsafe.
You have no idea.
I'd have been like, that's adorable.
And then my favorite part was when that little person was extorting us for more money because
Yeah.
he knew that he was the only person that fit the mold of what this character.
Well,
that-
so
you know.
I wrote a part for an African-American little person who looked just like Mr. T.
And by the way, that's not exactly how you referred to him before, but go on. But P.S. we were texting about that the other day, and I was at work, and I was like, this is hilarious. And then I was like, this is a African-American little person. And I had to was like, this is. And it was so obvious that I was like,
yes, publisher has deleted Black Midget from my first draft.
There you go.
So yes, the African American little person of African American descent and little people origins knew that he was the only working actor, black small person that we were going to find, and he kept asking for more money.
He was like, and he was like, yeah, we were going to pay. It was like one line. We're like, we'll give you $50, and he was like, I want like $200. We literally ended up paying him like $350 to come for me to pick him up on Hollywood Boulevard in my car and like take him home and like.
Where was his place?
I picked him up on the corner.
Where was his place?
On the corner of Hollywood and Highland.
This is the best part. He played Chucky on Hollywood Boulevard. I saw him in a documentary. I don't know if you know this.
Interesting.
I think you may have told me that.
He's Chucky. So like he probably took his mask off, took his little toddler outfit on,
and
hopped in her car.
No, I'm not kidding. And then we gave him a check, and so then like a week or 2 weeks later,
he can't cash that.
He took it to one of those shady check casting places, and they kept calling me and being like to verify it.
Yeah,
and they were like wanting to talk to Shane because he would do his, and I was just like no. And then finally the guy, he's like, Lauren, come on, put Shane on the phone. And I'm like, no,
don't pay my checks.
No, I'm not doing. This is all a true story, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, and they kept calling me, and it was this is my life. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Next time, bring cash.
Any other reasons you think I might have?
Pregnancy. That's all I can think of.
Okay, great.
Wow. I had to do that once with like 17 Latin Americans. I had to throw them in the back of my pickup truck because I needed some extra manual labor.
Sure.
A boss sent me out to do that.
Yes.
Yep.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Were you around, Lauren, when I had to pick up 5 Latin American workers from Home Depot for a video?
No, I refused
It was like
to do
piranhas.
That was before you.
That was before me. You used to ask.
That was me and my mom.
Jared used to do that for you.
Yeah.
And I refused to. I was like, I crossed the line from like picking up people at Home Depot. I'm not joking. I said that to you. We've had that conversation.
It's frightening. I was in booty shorts and it was scary. And they were piranha-ing.
But you like the
literally
risk.
like jumped in the back of my pickup truck at the time, like piled on like circus high, and like I'd have been like, I only need 4, and like they kept trying to get in. I'm trying to lock the doors, and I'm just like, I'm like, lay down, and just like go.
There is like
seatbelts.
There's like a Walking Dead feel about that situation. And this, maybe if you don't live in LA, you don't know what we're talking about. But when you go to Home Depot, there's like Latin American or just honestly white. There's all these people that just need jobs, and they
stand by the entrance,
and they run at your car, and they won't stop, getting in. No. And then you get like
they want you to hire them for like manual labor and like install.
And they're very helpful, but stop being so pushy.
Now speaking of manual labor, I guess.
I put a lot of
let's play a game.
What other questions do you have for me?
That's it.
Like, what else do you want to know about me? Like, what's going on with me?
Well, here's my question for you.
Okay.
You can choose what games we play.
Oh,
How about
okay.
that? We got options.
We have time for one game.
One. So we could do a Mad Lib, and it's about friendship. We can do a dramatic reading of Queen of the Night by Whitney Houston, since you're the Jew queen and I'm the new queen. Or we could play subjective Guess Who.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fun. So
basically, you know how to play Guess Who back in the day with the board, and you're like, does your person have yellow hair? And you put them down, and then you have to finally guess who is in the person holding the cards person.
I'll figure it out.
Right. So instead of that, we're going to ask questions like subjectively, like, oh, does your person look like maybe they have 15 cats or whatever? And you're like, yeah, actually. And then you cross off people that don't look like they have 15 cats. You know what I mean?
That sounds a little complicated.
No, we're going to be okay.
I don't want to play it anymore.
We can do it later.
I want it to be about Lauren.
Yeah,
maybe
that's really confusing.
let's have you guys read the song. We'll save that for somebody who has more brain power.
Yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah.
We'll save that for a child.
Like that. All right. Well then, Shane, you have to be the person to give us a scene and characters.
Wait. So this is song lyrics about what?
You know The Queen of the Night by Whitney Houston.
I never heard it.
'Cause I'm the queen of the night.
Man, I'm queen
I know how old you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you'll see where your lines are, and you'll see where my lines are.
Okay.
Because I figured we are now in the race for your queendom.
Oh.
Because she's the Jew queen and I'm the new queen, and people are like, what's the battle of the queen?
Oh, I got that. Okay, I got the scene. I just pulled up. Daddy just pulled up in his truck. He's at Home Depot. There's 2 prostitutes hanging out back. They're a little old for him, but he's fine with it. One of them looks older than the other. One of them looks like maybe she has kids. She doesn't. She's also married. Still Surprised. So he pulls up, rolls down his window, and the two women walk up, and that's when they start fighting.
That's up to you.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're very. They want me.
Okay. Listen, I got the stuff that you want. I got the stuff that you need.
I've got more. I've got more than enough to make you drop to your knees because I'm the queen of the night.
The queen of the night?
Oh, yeah. Don't make no difference if I'm wrong or I'm right. I've got the feeling, and I'm willing tonight.
Ooh, shit.
Well, I ain't nobody's angel. What can I say? Well, I'm just that. Hey! Hey!
Listen, you got a problem with the way that I am, then say that I'm trouble because I don't give a damn. But when I'm bad, I know I'm better.
Ooh.
And I just want to get loose.
Ooh.
And turn it up for you, baby. I got the stuff that you want. I got the thing that you need.
I've got more than enough to make you drop to your knees. Because I am the queen of the night. The queen of the night. Oh, yeah.
Ugh, just say it again.
Because I'm the queen of the night. The queen of the night. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so now I have to pick, right? I pick both. Cop in my truck.
Yeah. Let's do
Wait,
this.
can we just really quick talk about Lauren's acting? Now,
It was pretty good. For
was
someone
pretty
that's
good.
behind the scenes, you were fantastic.
well, here's the thing.
So much.
Lauren started out as an actor. I know
Thank
this
you
because I
so much.
love to look at her IMDb page and make fun of the pictures.
Oh my God, you never told me that.
I made fun of them in front of you,
Oh, I
right?
forgot.
Wasn't like you were like a cashier. There was one of you like that worked at Walgreens. You had like the Walgreens logo.
That's not me.
Yeah, you were like a teacher.
There's no Walgreens logo.
Well, but it was insinuating. It was, you know.
I don't know.
Walgreens.
Anyway.
Do we have time for one quick one? Because
so-
it's going to be fun, I promise.
Wait, hold on. And then
just like
we
that.
had a moment.
Fucked up.
We had a moment
Wait.
where Lauren finally, I said, "Oh, we had an actor drop out last second. It was for a cop role." And I said, "Are there any actors in the house?" Lauren didn't raise her hand, and I
No.
said, "Wait, Lauren, I've seen your IMDb page. I know you're an actress."
Who, me?
And you said, and I said, "No, you get that cop outfit on. She was a size 14 too."
Ooh, fuck.
Do you remember? I think I had diarrhea though. Do
You
remember
did.
that? I, like,
You
when I
had
started-
intense diarrhea.
I had like intense
And I
diarrhea.
said, "Get that cop outfit on, and you get over here and you do this line and you just destroy it."
And I did.
And you
And I did it. And I went, you know what?
the first two.
I was up for the challenge. I met the challenge.
Okay. How'd you hold your gun?
I executed it. I don't know.
Sideways or upways?
It was interesting.
Was that a thing?
I don't know.
The best was
Can't name
everybody
sideways.
crowded around. Like everybody in the house. There was a lot of people living in my mom's house at the time.
Sergeant
and
Sexy.
everybody.
Quadir, go on.
Everybody kind of crowded around because they're like, we got to see this. Like, how is this going to be? Is she going to be good? Whatever. I think everybody was surprised. We were like, oh wow, she's not awful.
No, thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you. He was always really supportive of me.
Well, you have a sweet face, so I don't even see you as a cop, to be honest,
so
just because you're
much.
so sweet.
I can't play like trashy. Like I don't like this is very educated face. Whether
Ivy.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
Ivy
it's
League all the
hard.
way.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me to like play down, like class down.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do it.
Mhm. I was thinking about other things I miss and don't miss. The dogs. I don't miss the dogs.
Well, they're not around anymore because I don't live there.
Deadbeat
so-
dad.
Yeah, well, I ran out. No, the dogs aren't there anymore. I'm trying to think of what you would hate right now in my life. Probably
The Diet Coke you're drinking again. I'd be so angry.
all the diet soda.
Yeah. I'd be so angry.
He has a pee bottle.
My pee bottle.
I think that's been around.
Oh,
That's
has
been
that?
around. I hit it a little better
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, Drew is around a lot. I feel like
He
you and
is a
Drew never
lot.
really got along.
Drew and I are good. I saw Drew.
Really? Didn't
see Drew.
you? Well, we won't get into it. I'll let you
saw-
and Drew get into
Drew
it.
and I are
You
good.
guys have had some fights.
No, we hugged. We're good.
We hugged. We're
We
fine.
good. I saw him at a movie premiere. We're good.
Wait, what movie?
Don't worry about him. Drew and I do things. We go to
Everest.
premieres.
Is that when I broke my leg and everybody was having fun without me?
That's always.
True.
Drew and I are great. Drew and I are good.
Well, what do you want? Do you want these kids to do you want them to keep following your journey? Do you want them
Yes,
to
of
leave you
course.
alone?
No, never.
So they can. What's your Twitter again?
My Instagram is Schnipstar.
Wait, is that where you want people? That's where you want people to go? Your Instagram?
Yeah.
I follow you. Never post anything.
I posted like 3 times this week.
Did you know there was one time I had to unfollow you for like a week because it was not that
you never commented or liked anything.
Obviously. But there was one. There was one moment. Why would I don't
Thank
comment.
God you're here to bear witness.
By the way,
I'm so invoice his ass.
I'm thrilled. I'm telling you.
By the way, I don't comment or like my friends' stuff because they're my friends and I see them in real life. So why would I?
First of all,
do that?
you never see me. I saw you last week for the first time in like 6 months.
True. But what I'm saying is I had to unfollow you at one point because you were like doing so many, you were like jumping up on beds and you were like rolling around on the walls and you're like, I'm in a Facebook hole and like doing all these things like award shows. And I was like, I can't look at this because
were you jealous?
It wasn't jealous. It was
hurt.
more like, doesn't she remember that I died? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I didn't.
No. Okay.
No, I know you got. Yeah, no, I know. I know there was one time when you got mad when I posted something.
Wait,
when? I got an email from you like right away.
No.
I did.
What did you post?
I got like a text or an email like
what?
That. It was myself and a couple of young Viners.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You emailed me like a minute later.
What'd he say?
What was it?
It was like a year ago. I mean, it was like right after I left. It was still raw. It was still raw.
Wait,
it was still raw.
He probably handled that.
I
like
would
a bitch.
never. No, I would never have said anything because that would have made me look weak. What did I say? It was a joke.
No, there was no joking. There was no joking.
What was it? Pull it up.
You're like, really? You
What
left me
was
for
the
these
post?
Viners?
No, what was my email?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't have it. I don't remember if it was an email or a text. I think it was a text.
Yeah, I don't have an email.
Yeah, it was a text. Yeah, it was just something like.
Rule number 1: never
like,
put
I
it
feel
in
like
black
you
and
just
white.
like got over. You were like kind of like I feel like you're just over it already, and like you're done with me. Something to that effect.
Oh, you know what it probably was? It was very. I don't remember that specific instance, but it is kind of one of those things where I feel like in a breakup, which is what that was. It was more of an abandonment, as my therapist would call it. Just another.
By the way, these are little telltale of what his book chapter is going to be in. This is the part where I'm going to be like my story, right?
Just another abandonment in the life of Shane Dawson.
Real name
everything
Shane
happens.
Everything happens to
Always
Shane,
the victim.
right? Everything
Always.
happens to Shane.
Always the victim.
It's not about what other people might need. Go on.
Right. No, because other people don't matter.
No,
of course not.
You think other people matter in Shane Dawson's world?
No.
Come on now.
We're talking about Shane Yaw right now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Who's that?
It's I killed him years ago.
Fictional
He's a
character.
fat,
I heard he was a pussy.
a fat fuck I killed years ago.
Yeah.
It's after a breakup, usually one person doesn't go say like on Facebook and say like, just checked out Tinder, looks fun. Like they wait a month.
No, some people do. You're just pissed because you didn't
Who are those
initiate the
people?
breakup.
Yeah.
those people?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh
Who are
shit.
those people?
That's it. You're just mad that you didn't do it first and it wasn't mutual.
Oh.
I do have to say though, I make a lot more money now that she's gone.
You're welcome.
It's been going great. No, this is.
What do you miss about me? What about me? You have to say one thing or several. Yeah.
I mean, I miss a lot of things. I think the one main thing is that I don't really. I mean, I have friends who I can bounce ideas off of, or who like I'll be like, oh, I have this idea for this thing, and they'll be like, cool, whatever. But it's different when it was you because I could tell you that idea, and then we'd be like, let's make it a reality. I don't have anybody in my life who is who can do that, who I pay to do that, but who can do that. Like right now I have all these ideas for short films and music videos and things, and I don't really have anybody in my life that can execute that.
Well, let's turn it into a reality.
So what you're basically saying is I made dreams come true.
Basically.
Well, I don't know, but so there was that. I think it is hard, and you're still a friend, obviously. We don't hate each other, even though we played up. It is hard because I felt like it was one person who I genuinely knew never
I don't want to wait.
who had my back, who wouldn't cross me because I had so many people at the time. And you've seen all of them.
You still do.
Who I still do. And it was, I remember one specific instance where we were out to dinner and it was after like some terrible YouTube award show and I hated it. And there were so many people we hated and it was awful. We left early and we were at dinner. I think it was like you, me, Lisa and Steve or something. And I was just like, oh, this is where I'd rather be, like here with people who like have my back. And even though I know you still do, it is hard to not have that on a daily basis because you start to go crazy. Like, who really cares? Who's really there for just money or views or this or that? So I think that's...
But I think also, I would venture to say, I feel like you've grown a lot in the last year as a result of not having somebody there.
No, I mean, not having like you or Lisa or, you know, not having people like that. I think it forced me to like reevaluate my life. What am I doing? You know, how am I spending my money? How am I making friends? How am I doing this? So
Friendship.
it has been good. But I think now I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I think I need somebody.
I think you should, and I would love to help you find that person, which I tried to do right away, but he wasn't up for it.
No, he wasn't having it then.
He wasn't having it then. But I
You can't just be like, hey, mommy and daddy getting divorced, and here's my new wife.
Right. But I would love to see you working with somebody who is great, and I would love to help you find that person.
Well, thank you.
Well, if you're out there, people.
Yes.
Tweet us.
Tweet us.
I pay nothing.
Let us
He pays
know.
nothing. No.
You're gonna do it for college.
But even
credits.
if it's like, you know, we'll talk about it. But I feel like we can. You know.
Well,
Okay.
this, to be honest, this topic and you guys getting all lovey-dovey is a perfect little segue, and it will take you 3 minutes. So
She's not
somebody
gonna let it
give.
go?
I'm not.
She's
So
not
give me a
letting it
noun.
go.
This is a thing. This is a.
Okay,
I
what do you
love your
want?
friendship from
Okay.
Shane to Lauren. Give me a
Okay.
noun, very quick.
A noun.
Person, place, a thing.
Statue.
Okay. Give me another noun.
cunt,
Yep. Give me a adjective.
juicy.
Ooh, and then another noun.
Paris.
Got it. Excellent. Here it is. Golden Girls theme song. Thank you for being a friend from Shane to Lauren. Thank you for being a statue.
Ooh.
Travel down the cunt and back again. Your heart is juicy. You're a pal and a Paris. That's all
I get it.
Thank you.
You are a Paris.
Thank you.
That's it.
So
Irrelevant.
much. Oh my god, that's so relevant. That really makes so
Well,
much
there you guys
sense.
go. This was a
This
dream in the
was
making.
So fun. I'm thrilled to have been invited back to spend
It's about time.
You know what? Thank you.
And there will be more.
Thank you
Well, there-
so much.
100%.
Thank you so much for giving me a forum to discuss
yes.
things.
Thank you for creating something now that I get to be a part of. I appreciate that too.
Thank you for taking the torch and carrying it brighter and stronger.
Girl, shine on, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
Now Lauren's gonna crawl back into the shadows
I'm
of
gonna
the
crawl
internet,
back into my hovel.
into the bubble of the internet with her
Yes.
skinny husband who's skinnier than
Yes.
her.
Professionalism.
Follow her on
Yes.
Instagram, Schnips
Please.
something.
Schnipstar.
Schni-
They
ugh.
know.
SCHNIPSTAR.
So
Mhm.
close.
AAR?
SCHNIPP.
2 P's.
STAR.
And make sure to go leave a nice comment on her IMDb thread.
I'm on Twitter as Schnipsar too. So either one, really. Just a joy. Just a pure from beginning to end. Just a joy. I don't want it to end. Don't let me go. Don't make me go.
Don't
make me
go.
Don't make me go.
Somebody take her away. Hey, goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed the show. I just want to give another shout out to our sponsor, Ever Album. Once again, they are the awesome free mobile app that automatically protects your photos on your phone. It syncs your camera roll, Facebook, Instagram, and Dropbox accounts, so your photos are always protected. And you guys get a special offer because they're so awesome. They're going to give you unlimited photo storage for free. Just go to everalbum.com/Shane and download it on iOS today. See you guys later.